today's world, you see a lot of people associating fraternities and sororities with people going out and getting drunk and like these themed parties, and they don't really look at it as like the whole picture. And I think it's not until you are a part of a sorority or a fraternity that you realize what joining that group is all about.
What I see is a lot of just like a party stereotype that it's like a bunch of kids that are rich and that just join it for like this secluded club that doesn't branch out, that doesn't like get involved within their university and like they're very exclusive to the point where it's like you don't have any other kinds of stereotypes, whether that be handicap, sexual orientation, race, like any sort of unusual like stereotype.
The media has such an influence on people today, and the media definitely likes to push out the stories that are negative about sororities and fraternities, and they don't focus enough on what we are doing as for our philanthropies. I think just joining a sorority in general, I mean, people are always a little hesitant and very self-conscious, and then bringing in my whole like the whole wheelchair aspect of it, I was a little afraid of how people were going to look at that, especially when I was going through formal recruitment, because there aren't a lot of people in wheelchairs and people with physical disabilities in Greek life, but that wasn't something that was going to stop me, and I kind of wanted to just find that house that I felt most comfortable with, and I did.
When you're under the stereotype of having another sexual orientation and being straight in a fraternity, you always assume that people are going to be, at least in a fraternity, are going to be afraid of that. They're going to think that you're going to have a sexual attraction to them. That was something hard to overcome. But yeah, of course I always had my reservations, but I had to be able to, get over those in order to be able to find friends.
No, I actually don't, and I think it was very apparent once I decided to go ACHIO, Alpha Chi Omega, because they just got me as a person, and they supported me and everything I wanted to do and all my aspirations and my goals. And I think that was most, like, you want to be in a house that you feel comfortable in, and then other people feel comfortable around you, and they don't make me feel any different than anyone else, and I'm so lucky to be a part of that house.
The knowledge I've gained is that there are those stereotypes, like that is true, but it's not the majority. The people that I have met are some of the most motivated, passionate people in the entire world, and that not only are they involved within their chapter, they get involved within their university, they care about way more than that. They usually have started some sort of movement in some way, whether that be ending sexual assault on the campus or ending Greek stereotypes like with serenades and things like that. I've also gained the knowledge that you can fit in anywhere. As long as you trust in the system, you're going to find that group of people that'll love you, that'll accept you. I know that I did. So yeah, those are about what I've gained.
Yeah, I think so, definitely. I've had other girls that are in high school or going to be soon to be in college come up to me and ask me how I like being in Greek life, and they themselves have a physical disability, and they asked me like how going out was, and just like how I like living in the house, if that wasn't even an option. And so I hope I'm paving a way, and I know there was a couple other girls that were older than me in other houses around the country that were in Greek life, and so they helped pave a way for me, and so my only hope is I could do the same But yeah, I think it's just about showing that you can be a part of anything you want to be, as long as you feel comfortable yourself, and that makes other people feel comfortable.
Absolutely. Coming from a fraternity that prides itself on diversity and like accepting all those that come through, being able to speak on panels of Greek life, or being able to just explain to someone the differences that there are in different Greek chapters, you can make any sort of difference.